All right, let's get the show started. Let me see here. Hopefully you guys can hear. Of course you can hear me. I know you can, but hopefully you can hear the sound effects and everything like that, because this is very important as I get into today's story about what's going on with the so-called what the Pentagon has allegedly has done. But let's get straight into it because I'm rambling too much. Let's share the screen. Man, wow. My wife told me not to go live today because I was rushing it. And as you listen, always listen to your wife, people. Always listen to your significant other. Because when I say shit, it's not going well, it is not going well for us with the show. Everything. The sound effects not working and none of that. But hopefully you guys can hear me. But let's get started. I woke up to this on my timeline. For the record, if you don't know me, I am, and I consider myself to be a conservative. Okay? No, for the umpteenth time, I did not vote in this election. Don't ask me why. That's my business, and it is what it is. But if I had a choice to vote, yes, I would have voted for Trump. I'm not going to even lie to you. Yes. So I hear a lot of liberals or Democrats say that all these things that are going on that Donald Trump has not passed, but that he has signed by executive order that appears on the surface to be bad. Why aren't there any mainly black conservative males talking against what he's saying? I know they see this outrage, and I hear it. So this is what I have to say about that for the umpteenth time, because I am one of the ones that will respond. Yes, on the surface, it does seem that what Donald Trump is doing, President Donald Trump is doing, it sounds horrible, it's atrocious, it's emotionally charged. I get it. I'm one of those individuals who's a firm believer that things are happening for a reason. Things are happening for a reason. I don't believe Donald Trump to be a race baiter or anything like that. Yes, his morals and his character is in question. I give you that. I'm human. But to me, the way he runs business, the way he's down, the way he's doing what he's doing, straightforward, and it's unorthodox. He's operating, in my opinion, not as a politician. He's not acting as a politician. So it's a little bit unorthodox. He's telling you exactly what he's doing. He's upfront with it. But on the surface, I'm rambling, it looks bad. So this is the analogy I like to use. When you rip a Band-Aid off a wound, if you rip a Band-Aid off the wound, it's going to hurt. And some of that good skin on the outskirts is going to be affected. Unfortunately, it's going to be. But the inside, that mess, that cesspool, that dirt, the shit that needs to be cleaned out, you're going to feel it. That's the most important part. Get that out. But unfortunately, some of that innocent skin is going to be affected. That's how I look at it. That's the analogy. And also, to a broader stance on how I feel and my take on it. Not to bring race into it, but it's hard not to. I believe that we are too much invested in trying to do and fit in with what they have going on. What I mean by they, I mean the government, and also too the quote unquote Caucasians running their businesses. I'm not a racist, none whatsoever. Trust me, I'm not. If you know me, you know me. But I do feel and believe that we can have our own infrastructure, our own agriculture. And I believe he's setting us up to do that. That's my opinion. Call me naive, but that's my opinion. So he's setting things up to me to get us set to do the bigger thing. But we got too much divisiveness within our own community and within our own race itself. So it's going to be hard, but I digress. But let's get into this story. Let's get into the story. But let me see what the chat's going. Let me see. Yeah, we're around. Well, what's going on? Shout out to you, famous nobodies. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Of course you can. Hey, thank you. I know somebody's going to, let me read this. Making people think bigger. You're not black. Exactly. I'm not going there, but you are correct 100%. Nobodies, famous nobodies, you are correct. Do me a favor, famous nobody, because I know you're going to respond. I thank you so much. I don't think my sound effects are working. Let me know if you could hear this. I know you see it, but let me know if you could hear this.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Put a one in the chat if you heard that, man. Because I don't believe my sound effects, the sound is working. So if you can, I don't know if you're driving or not, I appreciate you. Put a one. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And let me know if you heard this. Let me know if you heard this. I appreciate you. Put another one in there for me, famous nobodies. I appreciate you, man. I don't know what you're doing, but thank you for responding. Because I've been having issues going live. You know how it is. If you heard that sound effect, thank you. Good. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. So I can continue with confidence. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. So let's get straight into the story, because I woke up to this and it kind of shook me a little bit. I'm not falling for the yoke doke. You have to learn how to read between the lines when you read these news articles and when you watch the news. I watch Fox News and I watch CNN. You have to. For the record, let me say this. They both full of shit. They are. But again, I'm rocking if you put a gun in my head and you say, Otis, I want you to answer this question, yes or no. If you had to choose between the Democrats and the Republicans, even though I don't like none of them, but if you had to choose, Otis, if you had to choose just for conversational purposes, even though you don't believe none of them, which one would you choose? Just to play the game, I would say the Republicans, because I align more with their thoughts. Well, Otis, give me an example. Couple of items, just on top, just the basic things. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-life. Lord have mercy. I'm pro-life. I'm not pro-choice. Unless there's exceptions, and we know the basic exceptions. Rape and incest. And when it honestly affects the life of the mother, then it's up to that family to discuss that. Other than that, no. I don't believe in using, taking a child's life as a form of abortion or a form of, I'm using the right word, as a form of a contraceptive. And let's keep it real. A lot of women, even though I'm not a woman, I know it's going to be divisive. I know it is. A lot of women are using that as a form of contraceptive, and that's wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. That's my stance on it, 10 toes down. So that's why I consider myself to be a conservative. Just those basic things along. Also, I can keep going. I'm pro-Second Amendment. Pro-Second Amendment. What else? I'm less government. I don't like the government in my business unless I ask them to be in my business. Would I accept a program or two? Yes. I fought for my country, and there are programs out there that are for the veterans. So I'm going to get that. But I don't want a handout, but if I earned it, I want it. But I don't want the government all in my business. I don't want them all in my business. Shout out to you, Next Level MF. It ain't the MF you think, it's Next Level moving forward. That MF get me all the time, but that's my mind, that's my thought process, but that's a whole nother story. Shout out to you, Next Level, I rocks with you. So those are just some of the things that I consider myself to be a Republican or conservative thinking. First of all, I'm not a Republican, I'm independent, but I'm a conservative. I'm gonna get the words right because words are important. Lord, in this society, words are important. So if you had to ask me, those are some of the things that I align with for us, a conservative side. Are there racists in the conservative movement? Of course. Like there's racists in the liberal side, of course. It's going to be naive or it's going to be so simple, it's complicated. I'd rather rock with the conservatives or the Republicans because at least with the racists over, I say here, on the right, at least you know who the hell they are. Show me who you are. Don't hide. I rocks with you. I respect you more. Show me. Versus on the right, on the left, they want to play games, play on your brain, play on your mind, treat you like you dumb, make stupid comments. You let a white man or a white woman tell you, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's retarded as hell. And let's be real, simple stuff. I don't care who you pardon. I would have did the same thing. I don't care if you're Republican or a Democrat. If I was in office and you coming after my son, I pardon him too. So let's keep it real. So I hate the politics that's being played on both sides. Of course I would do it. I'm not finna come after that man for doing that. Of course I would. Now I wouldn't have lied about doing it. Yeah, I did it. So it's fake on both sides, but at least on the right, for the most part, you see him coming. You see him coming. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I digress. Let's get back into this. I'm sorry, I get the rambling and shit. Let's go. Let's read this. Again, I woke up to this, and my wife, I'm lying, the wife put it in my email box so I could possibly go over the stories. Shout out to my wife. Pentagon agency pauses celebrations for MLK Jr., Black History Month, Pride Month, and more. Let me play this real quick first. Before I play this, shout out to Sharon Bracey, his show. We talked about this briefly yesterday morning, just briefly, and he made a joke. Or he wasn't a joke, he was serious, but I thought he was joking because I knew it was a joke when he said it to me. He said, I wonder if he's going to get rid of Black History Month, Hispanic Historic Month, and all that good stuff. And I replied, no, you're going too far. Stop with all that bull. And sure as shit, I wake up in the morning in my inbox that my wife sent me, here this story is. Here's the damn story right here. So let's read into it. Let's read. And by the way, this is the Associated Press. Do they lean right? Do they lean left? That's important. That's important. This is not a political show. I'm not that astute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the basic. But I do know how to read between the lines. Let's read the story though. The Defense Department Intelligence Agency has paused observances of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Pride Month, Holocaust Days of Remembrance, and other cultural and historical annual events in response to President Donald Trump's ban on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal workplace. The instructions were published Tuesday in a Defense Intelligence Agency memo obtained by the Associated Press and affect 11 annual events, including Black History Month, which begins Saturday. Today, this story came out last night on the 31st at 1:17 p.m. Here is a list of the events that the agency is pausing celebrations for. Now, again, this is from the Defense Department Intelligence Agency. Dr. Martin Luther King Day, Black History Month, Women's History Month. Hold on, let me read that again. Women's History Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day, Asian American Pacific Islander Historic Month, LGBTQ Pride Month, oh my God, Juneteenth, Women's Equality Day, National Hispanic Heritage Month, oh, no. National Disability Employment Awareness Month, National American Indian Heritage Month. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk. On the surface, yes, that sounds horrible. And it feeds right into the liberal thinking points, the emotional side. Yes, it sounds horrible. Horrible. Shout out to Natasha Vincent. Thank you for being here. Hello to you and the wifey, Otis. Thank you. Yes. It sounds horrible. Horrible. But again, to me, you have to read between the lines. To me, again, this is just me. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with what I'm saying. So let me just slow down. Let me stop being all hoorah. Let me just speak at a conversational tone. Stand on my square, 10 toes down. Stand on it. Because it's early. He's only been in for 11, 12 days. Again, all those celebration, all these days that the Defense Department Intelligence Agencies say that they're not going to recognize. For the record, into my household, I'm a conservative. Trust and believe when I tell you, my wife is a liberal. She's pro-choice. I get it. I love my wife. My fault. No, yes, I'm correct. I only smoked once. I need another smoke. That's what it is. She's pro-choice. I'm pro-life. That's for starters. Also, too, I love my wife. She's emotional. I am too, but she's emotional. I'm trying to get her to learn how to read between the lines and take the emotion out of it. Easier said than done, because I get it. They're playing on our emotion. But try to take the emotion out the story. And then when I said that, we had a great conversation this morning. Because I said this. I said, baby, I know on the outside and on the surface, this sounds horrible. He's disbanding and not going to acknowledge these not national holidays, but these days. But let me ask you a question. Let me back up. Let me say what I really said. I said, we don't need any government officials or agencies to let us know when and how to celebrate. I feel it in my heart and believe it in my heart. We never did need the federal government to tell us we need a Juneteenth day. We didn't. They didn't need to tell us that we needed to observe Dr. King Day. They didn't. We as a people should do that anyway, and we'll do that anyway. For example, my wife's job, I'm not going to name the job, her company didn't recognize at one point Dr. King Day or Juneteenth. So guess what my wife did? No biggie. She took off those days. And we went to events that celebrated those particular things that we wanted to celebrate. Period. You don't need the government to tell us what to do. That's my thought process. That's me being an independent thinker and me having conservative view thinking points. I believe that. Yes, we can work with them, obviously, but we don't need to go, for lack of a better phrase, integrate. That's happening anyway. It's happening. Of course we're intermingling, we're integrating, we're getting, of course. But we could take our resources. This is not a race thing to me, it's not. It's a cultural, common sense, self-preservation thing. We could easily take our resources, easily, and build our own infrastructure and our own agriculture. Yes, we will still need and want to deal with other entities and other ethnicities, of course, do trade, border, of course, Of course, they have things that we don't have, of course. But a lot of things that we could do ourselves. The hell with going and sitting in their diner. I want to go to our diner. But if I choose to go over there, of course, let's go over there. To me, it's so simple. We tripped when we tried to do everything and want to integrate everything to go over there. No. That's just my beliefs. I'm a businessman. These are just my thoughts. Okay, so that being said, I don't believe that the government, we don't need these days for us, the government telling us to dictate. No, we don't need that. We're going to do this anyway. We're going to do it anyway. If we can get that mastered, then we can move on to bigger and better things. But let's just keep it real, because nobody's not going to talk about it. There are some that talk about it, but I'm going to keep it real. We got to be very, very critical. We have to be of our own. Let's keep it real. I'm 54. I've been out here. As a whole, our people as a whole, our people, not some, but as a whole, I'm going to say it, we're not doing what we need to be doing in our communities. There is no reason at all that we should not have more black-owned grocery stores. It should be a black-owned, first of all, for lack of a better conversation, because I don't believe we black, but we're having a conversation, we're talking. But, okay, we should have more people of color grocery stores. There should no reason for us not to have our own grocery store. There is no reason for us not to have our own hospital. There is no reason for us not to have our own whatever. I could just keep on going down the list. There is no reason. But the reason is, one, we're trying to integrate. Again, I'm not a racist. Lord knows I'm not. It's just called self-preservation. There's nothing wrong with going on this side to do business. Nothing. But the business should be handled within our own, first and foremost. But we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the agriculture. We don't. And that's our fault. That's our dumb, stupid ass fault because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's our fault because there's no excuse. For those of us who can, because we all can't, those of us of color who can should be growing our own fruits and vegetables in the backyard. We have some that's doing it, but it's nowhere near enough. Nowhere near. Simple things that we could do. Simple things. We're not doing it. We're not. So it's easy to play on our emotions. It's easy to say, we're going to stop this program. We're going to stop this. We're going to do that. We're going to force so-called these companies to stop doing DEI, which is an emotional play. And we have nowhere else to quote unquote run to. That's our fault. We have nowhere to run to. The corner stores that we do have, unfortunately, let's keep it real. I'm going to get some hate mail on this. They're not being ran efficiently. A lot of us, let's keep it real, we lack the business fundamentals to run the business. We're not operating on the right amount of capital. And I'm pointing at myself. When I point at you, Lord knows I got 3 of them pointing back at me. I have several failed businesses. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking with you because I'm talking about myself. I know you can have the greatest idea in the world. We have great ideas. And you want to jump off the porch. I've done it several times. I never had enough startup capital. So therefore, you can't maintain the business. No matter how great of an idea it is, you need that startup capital. You need 6 months to a year of lease payments. You need the utilities. You need it, or it's not going to sustain. Great point. I know I'm right. So where do you get the money from, Otis? Where do you get the capital from? You know the bank's tripping. I understand all that. That's where we fall short as a people. They have their venture capitalists. We should be able to do the same thing. Take all the fancy words off of it. Invest in each other. Get real partners. Get a corporation, an LLC or a corporation, and sell shares. Do it the right way. Get the business, the basic business fundamentals down, and have investors, your regular next day, everyday people who go to work every day. Invest in you for $100 or whatever. Get enough of them. You will have your starting capital. You will have close to 6 figures, if not 6 figures, set up to a side. But here's the thing. What's going to happen, unfortunately, this is what happens. Here's what happened. Joking, Dr. Umar, this is what happened. We get the money, we raise the money, and we don't do the right thing with it. For whatever reason. Either we're scamming or we don't have the business fortitude. It's either or. Yes, we do have good people doing the right things within the right situations, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. We need more. We need more. We need more. Instead of I forgot what you call these places, the urgent cares, we need our own urgent cares. We need our own. We need our own logistical companies. Real easy to start up. There's too many black-owned people or black people or people of color who have their own trucks, who are independent contractors. We should have our own logistics company, warehouses. It's not that expensive if you pull our money together and have our own logistic companies going across the network of the United States on these highways. It's not hard to do. It's not. I don't understand it. But with that being said, so this is my thought process when it comes to these programs that they're so-called not going to be, what's what I'm looking for? They're not going to recognize. They're banning them. If you're true to who you are, they're not banning anything. We never did need the government to tell us when to celebrate, who we celebrate in the first place. We were already celebrating Juneteenth. We were already celebrating Dr. King. We were already celebrating Black History Month. We were already doing that. And again, the way I think, this is a setup, this is a start, this is a beautiful setup, not in a negative connotation, but this is a way to clear and till. That's a better phrase, a metaphor. You have to till that soil. To me, it's preparing us. He's giving us a chance to till this soil. President Donald Trump, he's tilling the soil so we could build fresh and new. Let's not plant that same old BS. No, because we're going to get the same results. We got to plant that fresh, new seed. The question is, are we going to do it? So, this is where they try to play games with us. This is where. So let me go to this next story. Well, it's not even a story. Let's read the actual proclamation. Let's read the actual proclamation that Donald Trump signed as of today versus what this article just read. Again, it's very confusing. It's conflicting. It'll have you going all over the place. But before I go there, let me read what Natasha Vincent said. She dropped a nice little long message in the chat. I'm scared to show it and read it, but I'm going to do it. But she's a good YouTube friend of mine. She's been supportive of me since day one. Let me read what she has to say. Let me see here. Let me go to the main screen. Okay. Some of these things already exist, Otis. There is a black men's health clinic in Texas. A black woman I know of is opening an organic grocery store in Florida. We just have to scale, grow faster. Yes, that's why I rocks with Natasha Vincent. Yes, yes, yes. Not a lie detected. And we both agree. We both agree. There is nowhere near enough. And let's keep it real. That's our fault. For whatever reason, I can speak personally just being here in beautiful St. Louis, Missouri. We do not own not one, or let me get the words together. We don't have not one in St. Louis City or St. Louis County, not one black-owned grocery store. We used to. Yes, we used to. Now, I don't know what happened. Not going to speculate. I don't know what happened, but they're no longer here. And it's been well over 5 years. But he was here for a minute, but he's no longer here for whatever reason. And that wasn't enough. We didn't grow for whatever reason. I don't have the answer. I'm just, I hate to say it, I'm just back here I'm just talking. But I agree with you, yes, but we need more. We need more. Easier said than done, I know it, but we need more. But I digress. Let's read this next story here. Let's read this. Shout out to Voice of the People _news on Instagram. They're here in St. Louis. This is where I get a lot of my local news stories that hadn't made it to the actual local news itself. So this is where I get a lot of my information. Shout out to, again, Voice of the People _news here in St. Louis. Let me see what the title says. Okay, Trump wants us to all know he recognizes Black History Month, despite rumors and reports from reputable sources that it wasn't going to be recognized. So let's read it. Let's read it. Let's read it. I'll read it for you because it needs to be read, it needs to be discussed, and it needs to be told. And then from that point on, you do your own research and continue to do your own research. By the President of the United States of America, a proclamation. Today, I am very honored to recognize February 2025 as National Black History Month. Every year, National Black History Month is an occasion to celebrate the contributions of so many Black American patriots who have indelibly shaped our nation's history. Throughout our history, Black Americans have been among our country's most consequential leaders, shaping the cultural and political destiny of our nation in profound ways. American heroes such as Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, Thomas Sowell, Justice Clarence Thomas, and countless others represent what is best in America and her citizens. Their achievements, which have monumentally advanced the tradition of equality under the law in our great country, continue to serve as an inspiration for all Americans. We will also never forget the achievements of American greats like Tiger Woods, who have pushed the boundaries of excellence in their respectful fields, paving the way for others to follow. I'm going to stop for a second. Let me get a big screen on this real quick. The president mentioned Tiger Woods. See, I'm going to keep it real. Tiger Woods doesn't even recognize or consider himself to be Black or a person of color. And he just mentioned this man in this proclamation. Just the thoughts, just my thoughts, just an observation. Let's continue. This National Black History Month, as America prepares to enter a historic golden age, I want to extend my tremendous gratitude to Black Americans for all they have done to bring us to this moment and for the many future contributions that will make as we advance into a future. Excuse me. Stop it. Let me put this on mute if you heard that. My phone ringing. I apologize. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Where am I? And I want to extend my tremendous gratitude to Black Americans for all they have done to bring us to this moment and for the many future contributions they will make as we advance into a future of limitless possibilities under my administration. Now, therefore, I, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, I do hereby proclaim February 2025 as National Black History Month. I call upon public officials, educators, librarians, and all the people of the United States to observe this month with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 31st day of January in the year of our Lord 2025 and of the independence of the United States of America, the 249th. There it is. There it is. So, two different stories. Okay, cuz just walked in. You just walked in where? What you mean? Just walked in where? The house or where you at? Okay. But anyway, as you can see from the first story, let's go back. My fault. Stay on the same screen, ass. On the first story, okay, the Defense Department's intelligence agency has paused observances of these particular days. Martin Luther King, Black History Month, Women's History Month, Holocaust, yada, yada. You read it. LGBTQ Pride Month. So according to the Defense Department's intelligence agency, we're no longer celebrating these. According to the Associated Press, which is a very reputable paper, don't know if they lean left or right, you decide. They said they got a memo, and they read the memo. They got a letter from the government the other day. I opened it and read it and said they will suck. My fault. Here's the list of the events that the agency is pausing celebrations. Well, maybe that's just that particular agency. So I guess that's how the rumor started. I get it. But I just read the proclamation from your president that Dr. Martin Luther King Day is still going on. It's still being celebrated. And here is your proclamation thereof. There it is. There it is. So I don't know where these rumors coming from. I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. Again, they're playing on our emotions. They're trying to. I understand. What else do they have to do? I get it. I get it. I get it. But you have to read. And even if, and I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to stand on it. Even if it was true, yes, it sounds horrible and it's egregious. Yes, it is. But like I told like my wife told me, we're going to celebrate it anyway. It doesn't matter. We don't need the government in all our business. See, to me, the liberals, the people on the right, or even if you don't know what you are, to me, you believe that the government owes you and the government tells you what to do. They dictates your day. I don't mean to make it sound harsh, but these are the words I'm using, so forget my tone and the assertion. I'm just using the words. Listen to the words. But to me, a liberal-minded individual, they look at the government as they sit upon a big pedestal and they dictate to us what they need us to do and what they want us to do. To whereas the conservative way of thinking is the government is by and for the people. We dictate and should tell the government what to do. We elect the officials and tell them what to do, not the other way around. We dictate to them. To me, it's just that simple. That's the defining line. That's the gray line that divides the liberal versus the conservative. I know within my own life, the way I move within my life, that it's the latter, that we dictate to the government what to do. To me, it's not a racial thing at all. Whatever laws that they apply and they make lawful and legal, it applies to everyone. So whatever they doing, I can do. Give you another hint. Another hint. It's gonna go over some folks' heads. It is what it is. It is what it is. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm rambling. If a business do what they do to you, you could do what you do to them. Period. I know it went over your head. Trust me, it works. Living proof of it, living example of it. It is what it is. But in order to move the way I move, you have to have conservative thoughts. You have to have independent thoughts. I don't rely on the government. I know the difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. I know the difference. By the way, let me tell you a secret. The Democrats do too. They just don't want you to know. See, the Republicans, they want you, well, let me get it right. See, Donald Trump, he wants you to know. He's not hiding nothing from you. He wants you to know that there is a difference, and I knew this, by the way, before Donald Trump got in office. He wants you to know that there is a difference between tax evasion, which is illegal and punishable by law, and tax avoidance, which is legal as hell. You got to learn how to do it. And it's not a secret. Read. He wants you to know that there are loopholes out there for everyone and anyone to utilize. Easy. But you have to know how to move in the society that the way it is built. It's not his fault that you're not moving the way you should be moving. Well, Otis, what are some of those ways that you're talking about? To me, it's so simple, it's complicated. But I'm gonna give you just one simple one, because it's a million and one of them. A million and one of them. And again, it's not a conservative thing or a liberal thing, but the liberals don't want you to know this because they're trying to politicize it. They want to weaponize it. See, but Trump, he letting you know it's out there. There's a difference between chapter 7, chapter 11, and chapter 13, bankruptcy. There's a difference. The Democrats know the difference. I know the difference. Trump know the difference. That's why he's doing what he's doing. So when the Democrats tell you he's a bad businessman because he filed bankruptcy so many times, did you ever think about they never said what bankruptcy he filed? Now, you might not like how he did it, but it was legal. It was legal. He didn't hide it. He's telling you about it. You could do the same thing. But let me back up a little bit. Here's one of them. So simple. So simple. If you want to try your best to retire your wife, I'm trying my best. I'm trying. We're working on some things. But real quick, you set up an LLC or a trust. Don't matter which one. I have both. You take your income that you get from your regular job, that income, and you get it direct deposited into the LLC every time, or the trust every time. Every time. Now, if you are astute and you have just a little bit of business awareness, you just know what I just said and explained to you. And the possibilities are endless. I just told you something so simple, it's complicated, but I just opened up your world. Go set up an LLC and or a trust. If you have a 9-to-5, direct deposited your income, your check into that business. What are you establishing? I'm just asking the question. Don't answer. What are you establishing with that business with statements of income within that particular business? What are you establishing after 6 months to a year? At least 6 months, but if you can hold on to a year, what are you establishing? That business is generating income. It's establishing income. And that money is going into an actual bank account, a business account with the EIN, which is nothing but a fancy word for a social security number. And if you do your basic study, you get 10 times more credit on an entity than you do your personal. And by the way, do your research. A person is nothing but an entity anyway. I'm not going there. But that's not what this is all about. I'm rambling, and I hate when I ramble. I get off topic and shit. See, but you have to learn how to move. Trump is trying to show you how to move, baby. That's why I rocks with him. So I don't care for real the crazy shit that come out his mouth. He ain't talking to me. Because first of all, for the record, and what I'm saying I could prove, because everything I'm saying is on public record, because that's how I move. I'm not black, for the record. I traced my roots, myself, all the way back to this land. Traced it. And I'm not going there. You can do it too. So all this black stuff, that's what's getting you in trouble in the first place. But I digress. Everything I'm saying, I'm living proof of it. I have my trust on the county record, recognizing who I am, how I move, along with the heritage, all that. I'm an Indian. Tied in with my heritage, my way. I'm not finna lose some people. I'm about to lose some people, but you can be whoever you want to be. I'm an Indian. Tied in by way of being the Moor. I'm tied in. It happens once a year. It's finna go over some people's head. Every year the president has to come out. Yes, Trump, he will do it. Mark my words. Every year he has to come out. It's not gonna be in secret. It might just be done on a Friday. Where stories are slow. But every year, I think it's all every 4 years. But don't quote, I think it's every year. They got to come out with the United States flag and the Moorish flag every year to keep and honor that peace and friendship treaty that they tell you every day don't exist. Stop it. But it's neither here nor there. I digress. My point is, you have to learn how to move, people. And it's not a secret. You just have to read and implement it. Period. We all should have a business, which is not hard to run and start. We should all. So whatever laws and regulations that they come up with, whoever's in office, we should know how to act accordingly. It's not complicated. Just follow and do what they do. Follow and do what they do. He told you and gave you the recipe, but you didn't want to listen. You were going off emotions. You was acting off the emotions. No, forget the emotion. It's in black and white, baby. Again, tax avoidance is legal. Do your own research. Tax evasion. Oh, that's a no-no. Oh, no. But tax avoidance is legal. Learn it. Get you a company started. You don't even have to know what to do with it. But just get it started. I just told you what to do. That's just the basics. Get it. Fund that company. Take your check that you get on the regular, on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Direct deposit it into your company, LLC or trust. Just do basic research on business fundamentals. What are you doing when you're doing that? And then what can you do? Woo! After 6 months to a year, what can you do? Come on now. See, that's business. See, I'm not what they call an individual working 9 to 5, waiting on a W-2. No. I'm not him. I create W-2s. I live off 1099s. And when we get a W-2, like the wife does, it's going into a business. And that business is marinating, generating that income. And I should be able to take that business, leverage it all. That's business. Start moving as such. It's not hard. Keep on listening to that racist, or don't listen to him. He's telling you how to move. It's not a secret. The IRS is your friend. Donald Trump is your friend. Get the emotion out of it. Take it out. Take it out. Yes, he says some outrageous things. Yes. The hell with all that. Whoo. Woo! Especially if you think you black and if you know you're not black, then that shouldn't even affect you. That's a dangerous word. African American, black. If you know you're not those, then it shouldn't even affect you. Learn how to move. Don't none of this affect you. And learn how to read between the lines. Watch both sides, because they both full of shit. Yeah, I said it. They both full of shit. But at least the right, you see him coming. And he's not hiding nothing. He's not. I don't care what program he cut. We don't need him. When I say we, now I'm talking about my melanated people. We don't need the programs. We have our own. But if you serve your country, and if you do get it is a program out there that fits your particular need, go get it. You'll be a fool not to. You'll be a fool not to. You better go get it. Go get it. We can work with them, but we shouldn't have to have the urge to need them. That's the point. I know how to differentiate. We don't need them. Some of us do, unfortunately. And that's the issue with the thought process. Come on now. Of course, I take a handout when it needed. I ain't on food. Don't get me twisted. But I'm not banking on it. Whatever they doing to you, good or bad. When I say they, I mean companies, corporations, entities. Whatever they're doing to you, you could do it right back to them. Especially the so-called bad stuff. I promise you can. I promise you can. Don't let that go over your head. Do your own research. Let me see what this chat's saying. I've been rambling like a mug. Let me see. Right, listen to what a person doesn't say. You are correct, Alan Crooks. Yes, you are correct. Listen to what a person doesn't say. Yes. So what he doesn't say. You are 100% correct. But yes. But I digress. I read the National Proclamation. So no, there was a rumor that he's going to disband, or whatever word you want to use, because I'm not good at all the time using the right words, especially being on YouTube. Words are important. They will crucify you if you so-called use the wrong words, even though they don't understand that words can be used in different manners, especially in this society. But if they want to get you, they're going to come after you if you don't use the right word. So with that being said, whatever the rumor was that he was trying to cancel or not observe Dr. Martin Luther King days and whatnot, as you can see by this proclamation, it's not true. It is not true. And again, even if it was, we didn't need it. So, but shout out to the chat. Listen, I knew this wasn't going to be a long live. I just wanted to just go over some things. I get the ramble. I know I can go into my little tangent. Hey, I appreciate you for listening to me and watching me. I have 7 people watching me now. Hey, I appreciate you. Whoever the 7 people are, I thank you. I thank you so much. I just wanted to vent and get some things off my chest. It's Saturday, the first day of Black History Month. Enjoy the rest of your day with your family. Please do. Unless I don't want to rush off too soon, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'm on the right. Yeah, let me do this. It might not work. Let's just see. I am going to drop the link, and if anyone would love to, you don't have to. There's no obligation, none whatsoever. Obviously, I just want to see what's going on. If you want to come up and comment on a couple of things that I've stated, that's fine. By all means, come on up. Please, thank you, Natasha Vincent. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. Listen, for real. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me right click and paste. Let me do this. Again, I'm not going anywhere right now because I'm going to vent. I want to vent a little bit more. And I do appreciate the people that are here. So let me just give you, first and foremost, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I thank you guys seriously for tuning in. The 8 to 10 people that's watching me now, I'm pretty sure all the 8 to 10 people that are watching me don't like me. Probably a third of you are haters of me, but that's fine for obvious reasons. I get it. But for the ones that are watching me and tuning in just to see what I'm bringing and trying to bring to the table. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. For real. Hey, I thank you. For real. No jokes, no nothing. Thank you for tuning in. It's hard to stay motivated in this YouTube world. I'm trying my best to not to regurgitate the same things that other people are talking about. It's hard trying to find yourself, your own lane. And also, too, let me let you know this, too. Also, if you're trying to do this for monetary gain, it stresses you out because it's nowhere near the monetary gain that one would think it is. You have to be at that upper echelon type thing. Now, if you have that type of platform where you're quote unquote, I know some people are going to get mad at me, if you're going to be begging for money, I don't do that. I'm not sitting here asking, of course, the shameless plug, the Cash App and to buy me a cup of coffee, because I do have my addition to caffeine. The two QVR codes are there, but I don't do the so-called, well, first of all, I don't have panels to do bounties, but if I do have a panel, I won't do the bounties, so I won't be charging money to make money off that. I don't believe in selling moderator wrenches, because to me, if I have a moderator, that means I trust you and I expect you to do what needs to be done within the chat to keep down the disrespect and all that good stuff. So I don't believe in none of that mess. So in order for me to make money off of it, I have to come up with some other alternative, which is totally all on me. Merchandise, whatever it may be. So let's let you know, I'm not doing this for monetary gain. I just want to just find myself. I want to give, I want to leave what I would say a video wheel of my life. So when my cousins, my daughter, my uncles, my nieces, my nephews, what Uncle O was like, what's up? This is here. It's out here. This is how I move. I am who I am. So what you see, except for sometimes of the little extra, but not, this is me though. I like to crack jokes. I like to be the loudest one in the room sometimes to embarrass my wife. I like doing shit like that. I like speaking my mind. I like to have very, very uncomfortable conversations when I don't know nothing about it. I use a lot of wrong words at times. Yes, I'm him. I'm that guy. I stand 10 toes down in what I say unless or until new evidence presents itself. I'm 10 toes down. I know how to agree to disagree. So with all that being said, it's hard to find yourself and to find your own lane in this YouTube space. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in. I really do. Again, I dropped the link. You heard the topics that we were talking about. Again, a quick recap for those that are coming in. I have 13 people watching me now. Again, I'm gonna tell you something. It went from 13 to 9, but the 13 made me feel good. It made me feel good because that's the most I had at one time for a long time. Another thing too, don't look at the viewers, or don't look in your back office unless you're just looking at the comments. Don't look at who's watching you, because it's distracting and it could get very discouraging. But this is how I bring myself back to life though. Keep it real. It's 9 people watching me. I don't know who you are. Some of them, I do know you, at least 3 or 4 of them, because you're commenting in the chat. But it's 6 people, I don't even know who you are. And you find it interesting enough. You find me interesting enough to sit here and listen to what I'm saying. Whether you like me or not, you're finding me interesting enough to just sit here to see or giving me a chance. So you look at it that way, damn, because I could be sitting here talking to myself, which I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But let me read some of these chats again. Again, feel free to hit the link if you choose to. I'm just here conversating with the chat. Let me see. Let me see what. No. I hit the wrong button. But let me see. That's inspirational. We should all live our lives as if our grandcousins. Yes. Thank you. Yes. You know what? And for real, man. And thank you for acknowledging that. I really do. Thank you for that. Because that was my goal in mind. It really is. That was my goal, to leave a video history or a video biography of my thoughts, the way I move, just talking to people. I wanted to leave that. Of course, not to go get all of my business, not to, I have a 20-year-old beautiful, beautiful daughter. That's the only child I have. And she's out here in the world. She's doing her thing, okay? Not to put my business out there, but we all human, okay? I'm not a grandparent as of yet, but at one time I was, for a very, very short time. My daughter, she was pregnant with twins about 4 years ago. And unfortunately, we lost them, twin boys. So that was a difficult time for me and my daughter. But with that being said, at that point, that made me realize that, hey, yes, me and my daughter, we're fine. We have a great relationship. Can it be better? Yes, of course, but it's not on bad terms, nothing like that. She's just a young lady doing what she's doing. But of course, I want to be more closer with my daughter. Hold on, I see some emojis in the, hold on, and then famous nobodies. I apologize, I got distracted by the chat. Let me see, what, go to commercial outside. Oh my God. Listen, all right, Haitian, listen, excuse me, you guys. Let me go let my cousin in. I do apologize. He's outside. He has my extracurricular activities. You know what I'm talking about. It's legal in Missouri. Let me play the song real quick. Here I come. Let me play this. Matter of fact, I don't think, where is that? Here I come, cuz. Oh my God. And I will pick up right where I left. This is crazy and that's funny. Here I come. Let me play the song. And by the way, all the tracks that you hear, unless otherwise stated, I make music on the side. I consider myself to be a basement producer. So all this music that you're hearing is from myself. I produce it myself. Here's the track right here. I'll be right back.
OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes, I'm back. I'm back. My apologies. I'm back. My apologies. Had to let my cousin in. That's keeping it 100. If he didn't have the weed with him, he'll still be outside. Let's keep it real. It is what it is. If he didn't have it with him, he'll still be outside. I don't go commercial for just nothing. Come on now. But like I was saying, that's another thing I want to talk about. If I'm talking too much, please just let me know. I will shut up. And I don't know if my wife is listening to me. She'll come down and tell me to shut up. I'm talking too much. But I don't mind sharing some things. It is what it is. We're off the political side. We just having a conversation. I already disclosed that. Because I be getting too personal sometimes. I be getting myself in trouble. We're not. I keep it for it. Hold on, my fault. Let me stop this. I had the music up too loud. I just turned it down. My fault. Hold on. Let me see. Give me one. Let me see. Let me see something. Give me 1 second, you guys. We good. We here. Let me see. Hold on. Do a mic check real quick, cuz.
1 2 1 2. What's up with it?
Okay. Let me see something. Let me see here. Where you at? Cam 1 and 2. Okay. Mug. You here? All right. Mug. Okay. All right. Say hi to the people real quick. Just say hi.
What's up, nation? This
All
your
right.
boy Haitian.
All right, this is the, I'm not going to get, This is my
we
cuz. You already know who you are.
Doctors in the house.
Yeah. But a quick recap. A quick recap of what's going on. This is what today's podcast was about. I read a story, and again, just rewind it if you don't mind. I read and I shared a story that where you at? My fault. That the Defense Department's intelligence agency has paused observances of Dr. King Jr. Day along with all these other programs. Black History Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day, Women's History Month, slow down, sir. LGBTQ Pride Month, Women's Equality Day, along with especially this National Disability Employment Awareness Month. All these particular events, they were going to be so-called paused by the Defense Department's intelligence agency. And also too, there was a my fault, damn. Oh, let me turn it off. My fault. Damn, thank you. Damn, my fault, man. Give me 1 second. Oh, Otis. Where is that at? Okay, there you go. I do apologize. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. Very unprofessional. I hit the wrong button. I apologize for that. Damn. Thank you, sir. I apologize for that. Thank you.
No problem at all. It happens.
So like
we
I was
all
saying,
have those moments. No need to apologize so profusely. Just let it go and move on.
What the heck is this? Oh, that's the phone. Maybe that was okay. This damn, I tell you. Okay. Yeah, the phone picked up. If it's not the board, it's the damn phone. I have the Google 9. I'm a big Google a Pixel advocate, and this damn new software, this damn what it's called, the Gemini, this AI picks up everything just like they all do. But anyway, Gary Harris, calm down. I did turn it off.
Turn it off.
And leave me a 99-cent super chat. Leave me a 99-cent super chat, Gary Harris. I appreciate you. Okay, so with that being said, a quick recap, like I was saying. These are the days that so-called the Defense Department Intelligence Agency was so-called not going to honor or celebrate. As you can see, the first one is not true, obviously, because I just read the proclamation which was signed today about the President of the United States honoring and recognizing Black History Month, National Black History Month. So he signed that this morning. But yesterday at 1:17 Central Standard Time, by the Associated Press, came out with this story that Dr. Martin Luther King Day, along with other days, will not be recognized. So I just wanted to show how there is a lot of misinformation being put out there, which I understand. It goes both ways. Again, for the record, let me make this perfectly clear. I don't like either side. I don't. They both full of shit. They both are. They both have some racist tendencies. You have one telling you if you don't vote for me, you're not black, when he white.
Right.
And you got others on the right who do say some real outrageous racial things. I give you that. Now, me as a person who's been on this earth long enough, I'd rather know who my racist individual is. Show me. Give me the opportunity. Am I on the right one? Nope, I'm not. I'm on the wrong one. Stop it. I'm on the wrong sound effect. You an ass. Go to the right sound effect. There we go. Yes, here we go. I want to know who my racist person is right in front of me. Let me know where you stand.
Not hide behind.
We could still do business. We could still do business. But at least I know who you are.
Not behind.
It's off. I turned it off. I called it. I'm on the right soundboard again. Thank you. I'm on the right soundboard. Thank you. Yeah, it came. I got it. I hit the wrong button. I had to be on the right soundboard. Yeah. But yeah, I'd rather see that individual up front. At least I know where you are. Seriously. And that's just how I am. And I want to see that in real life. Don't do the stuff behind my back. And I'm real about that. I'm not being funny. So again, don't say, Otis, you this, you a sellout. Again, I don't like none of them. For the record, did I vote? No. I do not vote in major presidential elections. I don't. I have my reasons. Call it what you want. I believe in voting locally. I do. Where in my heart and in my mind, I could see the results. I could see what my vote did or didn't do. I could see it. Right. I don't know what's going on that. I'm not going there. The Electoral College, and plus, let's keep it real, in the state where I'm at, because every state is different. The state where I'm at, this is a Republican state.
Kansas City red.
Kansas City is red. My fault. No, Kansas City is not red. No, stop. No, you said Kansas City red. Right. There's only color, right. I got you. Yeah, the state is red, but there's only 3 cities in the state of Missouri that is blue, which is St. Louis, which is on the far right of the map. Then you have Kansas City, Missouri, which is on the far left of the country. Far as the state, Missouri. That's what I meant to say. The far left, and you got Rolla. You got Columbia, Missouri, right there in the middle, which is where our state capital is. Right there in the middle. That is blue. But everything else with that 4-hour drive across the state of Missouri is red. So no matter who voted in the city of St. Louis, if you voted for Kamala Harris, in the city of St. Louis, Kansas City, Missouri, and in Columbia, Missouri, it didn't even matter. Unfortunately. Of course, the swing states, I get it. But for this state, it didn't matter. But locally, your local elections and things like that, your school board, your alderman, your city councilman, things like that, I get that. By all means, go for it. But I digress. That's that. Again, I don't know I do know the demographics of my audience. I just don't know what the demographics are as of right now. But again, even though I do look good for my age, I'm 54 years old. The reality of the situation is I'm in the 4th quarter. I'm in the 4th quarter of life. Don't know, we all don't know how much time is left, obviously. But I know I'm in the 4th quarter. I'm not slow.
I think Gary on deck.
No, he ain't on deck. And stop interrupting me. He ain't on deck. If he on deck, he'll be right there. He ain't on deck. Gary retarded. If you know how to line, you see the link in the damn chat, link on, but you better say something important. But knowing you might not have nothing to talk about. Let me see. What's going on in the chat? I'm getting distracted. What's going on in the chat? No, not you. I saw Natasha. The election is over, sir. So again, let me stop reading the chat, especially from Gary. All right. Gary, I got this one for you, sir.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
That one's for you, for real. Chill the hell out. And don't hit the link, because I have a feeling, me knowing you, been knowing you for a minute, you have nothing interesting to say at this time. But like I was saying, we're in our 4th, I'm in the 4th quarter. So I'm gonna say what I wanna say, what needs to be said, I feel, and be unapologetic. I'm not gonna be an asshole, but listen, I'm in the 4th quarter. Let's have some conversations. I wanna have serious conversations about topics that I know nothing about. I don't profess or claim to know I know a lot about anything. No, I do not. I just wanna have a good conversation, for real. For real. So again, the link is down there. If you want to hit the link, by all means. Gary, see, that's what. Do I have who has a wrench in the chat? Okay, Natasha doesn't have a wrench. I need to give Natasha.
Nobody.
Dang, I need to give Natasha a wrench because she's been my day one. I got to give her a wrench. Who else need a wrench? Famous, nobody's got a wrench. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong screen because Gary, he getting on my nerves. Yeah, Famous, nobody got a wrench. Natasha has a wrench too. They do have a wrench. Yeah. All right, Gary, listen, you on borrowed time, sir. I've been knowing you for a long time. I like you. Sometimes you say something that's interesting, but again, let's keep it real. A broke clock is right twice a day. So I give you that. But your time is limited. I see it, Natasha. I was looking on the wrong screen. You have one. I know I wasn't crazy. I know you and Famous Nobody's have one. I'm just messing around with Gary. Gary's a long time childhood friend of mine. We just having fun. I love our interaction. We got to be ourselves. We got to be ourselves. I rocks with him. But all jokes aside though, he is a little off though, for real. I do mean that. He is a little off, but I rocks with him. But with that being said, I'm glad you guys are rocking with me. I really am. What time is it? We're only going to be live for a total of 2 hours based on the program that I'm on. Again, no secrets. I love being transparent. That little Simply Go Live logo at the top right. If I don't want that logo on there, I will have to pay $25 a month to have that logo removed. And also, too, I'm able to go live for longer than 2 hours without being interrupted. But since that logo was up there, I could do it for free, but I only have 2 hours to be live. And I've been live for 1 hour and 27 minutes. So again, let's keep it real. I'm not doing enough numbers to be paying $25 a month. That's called being a smart businessman. I'm not active enough or making enough income to spend $25 a month to go live more than 2 hours. Plus, I don't have anything to talk about for longer than 2 hours as of yet. I'm pretty sure I will work myself up to that.
Got plenty to talk about.
Yeah, we got plenty to talk about, but I don't want to ramble too long. Again, let me give a shout out to the creators that I rock with. Let me shout out to the creators that I rock with that could go longer than 2 hours. Shit. Again, my YouTube friend, Sharon Bracey. I rocks with Sharon Bracey. Also, my we're not friends, but we're associates. Chaotic Truth. I rocks with me some Chaotic Truth. Yes, I do. This is what I want to share with you. Let's talk about this. Hey, dude. Matter of fact, you were over here. We witnessed it. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. Now, shout out to, again, my YouTube friend, Sharon Bracey. If you're not subscribed to his channel, Sharon Bracey, I think it's the Wildest Wake Up Show, something like that, but his actual channel is at Sharon Bracey. Go subscribe to his channel. And also, too, if you rock with Chaotic Truth, he's a little much. Shit, I don't think he's not as much as damn Sharon. They both much, but go rock with them. Chaotic Truth and Sharon Bracey. Right. That's who I mess with. But with that being said, I was on another channel. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want any smoke. I am not doing this to cause friction with another content creator. But I will say this, I will drop hints. I am a little messy.
That's what you need. I got
He's over, he comes on Sharon Bracey's show every now and again, especially when his name is being mentioned in a negative way, so he thinks. Guy. Let's go. We were on his show. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. My dog is at the back door. He wants to go out. Give me one second. Let me say this before I go. Haitian, I swear to God, don't say nothing that's going to drop my audience. I got 14 people. I'm about to go let the dog out. I should have 14 damn people when I get back. Don't say shit to lose my audience. I'll be right back.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Go.
Y'all see this? Y'all see how this dude do? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Let the little dude outside. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody doing good out there. Tasha, all y'all, how y'all doing out there? I appreciate y'all. I'm glad I'm here. Doing my thing. We gonna do our thing. You know, hopefully, if he listen to me, like I keep telling him, if he builds it, they will come. He just got to build it the right way. I mean, I'm trying to help him. That
Thank you.
wasn't bad.
You lost one. You just lost one.
My God.
You lost one. You lost one. But hey, that's not bad. I give you that.
They
But you
had a
lost
phone
one.
call.
You just lost one. You just lost one. Yeah. Hey, but I appreciate you, man. Hey, but let me get back to this story. It's a true story. Over on this channel I'm a part of, I watch him every morning. Sharon Bracey, he's coined this statement, lover of men. He coined this statement. Okay. When he said it, it sounds kind of offensive. We're just having a conversation, you know, when you first hear it. Also, his cousin Brownsville coined this phrase, Rim Brothers. Rim is an acronym for Red Pill, Incel, Manosphere Man. So RIM, RIM. That by itself is as you know, come on now, Rim Brothers. So when you call another man a Rim Brother, even though it's the acronym, one's mind will go to that negative connotation of the rim. So they get very offensive,
Right.
which I understand. They know exactly what they're doing. That's why I like their show. So I'm not gonna even lie. Sometimes I will get offended, but then that's when they also coined this phrase, caping for other men. So it's two phrases that I rock with that I didn't think I would like. And I'm like, I don't know no damn man like that, which are caping for other men and the lover of other men.
Oh, wow.
Now, we saw a show yesterday, and you know I'm not lying, that proved those statements to be true. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to agree because I'm putting you on the spot, but
But I mean, no. Certain things that they were saying in the conversations made it clear that, yeah. Yeah.
Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I can give you two precise examples. Lover of men. And I'm not gonna even lie. I unsubscribe. I usually subscribe to individuals even if I don't rock with you like that. But I try to show my support. But I'm not gonna even lie. I had to unsubscribe. I'm not gonna lie. I hope it is what it is. I'm not trying to start nothing, but I had to unsubscribe because I was rocking with him because I didn't agree with everything he said, but I would rock with him. But when he made these two statements, I had to stop. Okay. Let's stop rambling. Oh, this is what you're talking about. One, they were going over a video, and it was a lady, B. Simone, and another, and a man, I forgot his name, but he's from Detroit. I forgot his name. I'm gonna go back and watch the stream so I could get the name because I want to get his book. But it was B. Simone from the Nick Cannon show. Jason Wilson. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much. Jason Wilson. It was an interview that Jason Wilson did with B. Simone. Yeah. Okay. And for some reason, people don't like B. Simone for whatever reason. I don't understand. But with that being said, they're watching the video. They're responding or reacting to the video, and it was just a lot of men, especially the host. Let me get specific. The host was on the show, and a couple of people on the panel were on the show saying how they dislike this young lady, how she's being loud, how this, how's that. And I'm like, I'm sitting back as a man, I'm being very honest, I'm looking at it with a very open mind. I'm like, why are you guys making those statements? She doesn't seem loud to me.
Right.
She doesn't seem this, she doesn't seem that. And they're trying to correlate that to her being a female at the same time. I'm like, wow. Now, the topic was, well, not the topic, the situation was, what's his name again? What's his name?
Jason Wilson.
Jason Wilson was telling her how he was honored to be on her platform, and he came there specifically to talk to her because his daughter told him about her, and he started watching them, and he saw himself in her. So he was like, let me go on the show and talk to her. So they having a great conversation, a good moment, and he's explaining that to her, and she starts to cry. And in the midst of her crying, he starts to tear up. It was a good, genuine moment. The host and a couple of other men on the panel was like, first of all, I don't know why he cried. Men shouldn't cry, yada with the woo. And also, why he wasting the tears on her. You shouldn't be crying in front of a woman, yada, yada, this, that. I mean, just in the third, and especially that particular woman, because of whatever reason. And I'm not going to even lie. Then and right there, and I know you saw it in my face, because I turned around and I looked at you. I'm like, that's where that phrase, lover of men, come from.
Right.
That's what it means right there. The lover of men. That's where the term, even though I found it offensive when I first heard it, that's where the term rim brothers, that's who the hell a rim brother is right there. Based on those comments. Now, did he say some other things when I say the host of the show that, of course, I probably agree with? Yes. But for the most part, those two things was enough because it's an overarching statement.
Right.
And I actually saw it in action. I saw it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, she didn't really do it. Ain't no really to it. She didn't do anything. And even if she did, to me, it didn't warrant those types of statements.
Right.
And then I thought about this too. I'm like, I have a daughter. That's how I'm like, really? So I'm not gonna even lie. I had to, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Well, I don't hate to say it. I had to unsubscribe to him. Well, now, usually I subscribe to individuals even though I don't like them, but I try to support.
Right. Unless
they say or have some beliefs or they say some egregious things that I just can't rock with.
Right. I got you.
How did you feel about, because, be real. We just having a conversation. Talk to me.
Well, you know what? I first of all, I mean, you're not being genuine by misconstruing the words that were coming out the brother's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Certain things he was saying, you emphasizing on that like you putting it in a sexual annotation.
Right. Yeah. They did. They playing them a stupid game. Yeah. Right. Right. Well, the stupid stuff like,
I mean, I understand you.
Yeah. Let me give the audience an example. Hold on.
That's the example of being a lover of men. You want to misconstrue what a brother is saying to make it sexual when that's not the premise that the brother was speaking.
And also too, let me give the audience an example of what we're talking about. He made a statement, Lord, let me write his name down because I don't want to disrespect that man. What is his name? Eric Wilson?
No, man.
What is it?
Jason
Wilson. Yeah. I apologize, Jason Wilson. I'm sorry. Yesterday was the first time I ever heard your name. Call me naive, but now that I know who you are, I'm going to do my research on you. Yeah. I will be purchasing your book for real. But Jason Wilson, he made a comment that I see myself in you. And of course, the juvenile individuals on the panel somehow turned that into a juvenile moment. Now, at that moment, you could have easily said pause. But why? Not actually, I was trying to be funny there. That doesn't mean count. A call for a pause moment because it was a man and a woman. I digress. I'm doing something in my head. Forget what I just said. That was stupid what I just said, trying to be funny, and it didn't work out. But the point was, they were being funny and turning that into a sexual situation when it wasn't nowhere near a sexual situation.
Right. When
that man was being genuine and everything. And for real, I just don't like the fact that, and this is where the misinformation comes from. A lot of men on the panel felt like men should not cry in front of a woman because the woman, which is a very, now if you want to have a serious conversation about that, we can. Wow. They believe that a man shouldn't cry, in front of a woman.
You cry in front of your mama?
Hear me out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A man shouldn't cry in front of his woman because a woman will use that against him at a later date. You should never do that. And it also shows a sign of weakness. And my response to that was, one, to me, that's just idiotic in the most respectful way. And two, if you have the right woman in your life and you chose the right woman in your life, you crying in front of your woman shouldn't be an issue. Now, let me be straight and be real about this. I'm not saying be a bitch boy. I'm not saying that. Now, see, and we see, again, we got one in the chat right now. Let me go ahead and call you out. See, I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I'm calling your monkey ass out right now. You belong on that damn station over there. Let me do it right now. Yeah. Talking about some damn stop. No. You one of them. So you feel in your heart that you should not cry in front of a woman. Now, you didn't even let me get all the way out to explain myself, because there are criteria, but you don't even want to hear that. You one of them emotional ass men who hear certain things and just run with it, and now your damn wall is up. And that's what's wrong with us. I'm joking but serious at the same time. But let me lower my tone and let's have a for real conversation. I'm not talking about you are soft and you're not able to control your emotions because you got something going on. I'm not talking about that type of man. I'm talking about a man. But at certain times in your life, shit happens. Whatever that may be. And if you don't have a woman that you could break down to for that quick, brief moment and be there for you, then you don't have the right woman in your life. You chose wrong. And I tell it to your face. Now, for the record, I don't care. I don't mind. Of course I broke down in front of my wife. I could use one hand and have hella fingers left over, but it happens. Yes. I don't mind sharing a story or none of that. Yes, it happens. She didn't hold it up against me. She never threw it back up in my face, especially based on the situation. She knew what a mother sucker was going through. She knew what I was trying to accomplish. I let it out. She came in, tapped me on the shoulder, and I'm being serious. I'm not joking or nothing. She said, "You all right? Are you done?" She said, "Now what's the plan?" Whoa! I got the right one. That's the difference. That's the difference. Now, if you don't have one of them, then of course you're going to act like the ass in the chat, Gary Harris, talking about some stop, and the other assholes on other platforms that rock and have that thought process. Of course you're going to feel that way. Now, have I experienced, for the record, let's have a conversation. Have I experienced being vulnerable to a woman and have it being thrown back up in your face? Yes. And that shit don't feel good. Yeah. I don't mind. I give you real life examples. I'm him. I don't care. I'm going to tell you the truth. It ain't got nothing to do with sex, nothing like that. It ain't nothing sexual. But when you come open, especially to a woman, and you want to have that conversation with them, and for whatever reason, let me lower my tone. when you have a conversation with a woman and you're coming at your vulnerable state and you're opening it up and you're letting them know what's going on, how you truly feel, and it's not reciprocated for whatever reason, maybe, and it's not maybe, 9 times out of 10, they're going through their own trauma and they didn't know how to receive that. So their only response is to just, oh my God, lash out. Don't accept it. Come back with some most egregious things to say. And I ain't gonna lie, this shit hurt like a mother. Like, damn. So that would make you be like, oh no. That happens. It happens. Yeah. Learn from it. But you can assess that and put that on every woman. No, it happens. But with your significant other, with your wife, if you can't be vulnerable with your wife, then you don't have the right one. Again, I'm not talking about, not trying to be funny, I'm not talking about you just crying at the drop of the hat for no reason. I'm not talking about that. We having a real conversation here. You know what I'm talking about. This is not for everyone, obviously. It's not. Let's have another conversation. I'm for real. I'm getting older. Why I cry at the drop of a fucking hat now? Anything will pull at my damn heartstrings now. I mean, I'm watching a movie or I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me?
You get that climax hit.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. It's like the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me see what the chat said. Let me see what Natasha.
Wars or something. Oh,
man, look here. No, I want no damn Star Wars. Let me see. Right here on YouTube, you did your best to maintain your stoicism at the time. It's one of the reasons I appreciate you, even though you often overshare, dear old. Yes.
Stop your blood clot rain.
Yes,
Stop
you're right.
your blood clot rain, no.
You're right. Hey, but you know my thought process on that though? Somebody got to do it. Now, I do regret some things. I'm going to go there, but somebody got to do it. It is what it is. I'm him. That's what I mean by that. People get offended by that phrase. What I mean by I'm him, Himothy, I am far from perfect. I am not that saint. If you've seen, go watch the movie, I believe it's called The Saint with, not Gene Hammond, what's his name? The guy who, I think his name Bill Murray. I think it's Bill Murray. Watch the movie The Saint with him. I think it's called The Saint and it's with Bill Murray. That's who, not exactly like him, but that's who I consider myself to be. A regular human being. I try my best to speak my mind, try not to hurt anyone's feelings, far from perfect. I'm the one the wife would tell you, let's have a conversation. I'm the one that will call you a B word in my car, especially while I'm road raging, driving. The wife hate when I say that B word because it comes from the gut. She hate when I say it. Not because I call her that, but she know when I never in my life, never. But she heard me call them, yeah. And I say that B word all the time while I'm driving. But I would never disrespect you like that to your face. Especially the woman. I don't do that. So that's what I mean. I'm human. I'm real. I'm the guy that will put over to the side of the road in the past that had bench warrants. I'm keeping it real. I'm him. Pull over because I saw an accident. I know you need help. I'm helping you. And as soon as 5-0 come up or the ambulance, I'm in my car. You don't need to know my name, no nothing. I'm gone. I'm that guy. So miss me with all that other foolishness. I'm that guy. That's why I say I'm him. An asshole at times, yes. but I give you the shirt off my back if I know for a fact you need it. For a fact. That's what I mean by I'm him. But I'll cuss your ass out when you need it and stand on it. And stand on it. And willing to change my mind when new evidence presents itself. I'm him. That's what I mean by that. What's going on? Oh, I saw it in your hand. I thought it was lit. Matter of fact, I need to light this back up. I'm sorry, I get the rambling. We having a conversation. We talking.
Y'all see how perfect I do?
Nah, he is a good.
24/7.
Yeah.
24/7, like 7-Eleven.
You can go on and bring him in, babe. He wasn't at the door, was he? Okay. Well, listen, we got another 8 minutes. I thank you guys. Another 8 minutes before this end is going to be cut short anyway, because again, I'm not paying $25 a month right now to go live endlessly. I don't want to keep you like that. 2 hours is long enough, and I appreciate you. And I don't mind that little icon being on the far right. It ain't over my head. It's over his head. I'm the host.
Or you can jump out.
I could just jump back in, but no, it's not that serious. It's Saturday. People got shit to do, and like I said, that icon over your head ain't over mine. You ain't important. We good. Yes, babe. I'm live, babe. Okay, babe. As I'm live, as you check me live, I'll be right back. Again, I have 17 people here. I need to have 17 people when I get back. I'm going to wipe the paws, the dog paws off.
You got 7 minutes, so. That's why I said you should have just you see what I'm saying? He don't want to listen to me. But I mean, right, jump back in. That's what I'm telling him to do. Nobody. He gonna come out. He gonna jump back in. Watch. We gonna be right back as soon as he come back down here and jump out and jump back in. But yeah, hey, Natasha, how y'all doing out there? I'm sorry, I should have spoke to y'all when I first came in, but I always say, "What up, nation?" Y'all know that too. So, but yeah, here he come. He ready to come tumbling down the steps in about 30 seconds. 4 minutes.
Thomas, come here. Thomas, come.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Damn, you lost 3 of them. Wow. See?
Nobody
you lost.
said jump back in. Come on.
Right, you lost 3.
Don't blame me.
No, we all good. Hey, but listen, come here, Cobbs. Cobbs, come here. Come get your TV time real quick before I log off. Well, okay, listen. Just let me see.
You might as well jump back in. Nobody.
Let me see. To be honest, everything let me see. I gotta. Let me see here. Show. Let me see. What did
Much love.
What did Dead Channel say? To be honest, everything I've learned about Black history has been throughout the years, consistently. I can't imagine someone telling me I only have 1 month. Exactly.
No.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we've been talking about.
They
and that's
got a
what I've
month.
been stressing. You know what I'm saying?
They have a month. We have our life.
Right.
Our lifetime
Exactly.
to understand all our history.
Exactly.
They have a month.
Hey, come here. Come here.
Yeah. They have a month.
Come here. Come say hi to the people. Come here.
Hold on, Gary. Oh, you blocked Gary.
No, I ain't blocking. I ain't blocking Gary. Gary tripping. Come here. Come here. This is my buddy. This is my best friend, besides my wife. He's 7 months, and he is a handful. This is my buddy. His name is Kabis. Kabis means Arabic. It's a male name. Kabis means acquirer of knowledge. I have a trust. I have several trusts. One of my trust name is Kabis. So I'm like, let me name my dog Kabis. And he knows that name, don't you, boy? That's my buddy. That's my buddy. I'm a late dog parent. A pig squirrel. Who was that? I knew her. I knew Gary was gonna say something disrespectful. That's yeah. All right. But anyway, that's my buddy. That's my new best friend. Yes. I just want you guys to meet my boy. What's up? But But yeah, we got 5 minutes left. Seriously, again, thank you guys for tuning in to the show. I like the comments. I thank you so much. Thank you for participating, Alan Crooks. Thank you for participating, my dirty Gary Harris. Thank you for being a great. Thank you for the comment, Dead Channel. I appreciate you, whoever you are. I appreciate you. Of course, my dirty famous nobodies. Thank you. Who else? Thank you for being a great moderator and great YouTube friend, Natasha Vincent. I got something for you for real, even though you're not a man, but I'm going to get one for the women. Here you go. This is for you. Thank you. I'm going to get one for the women. Thank you. But I like you guys. I thank you for making me feel better, more comfortable with coming in on a regular basis. Again, I'm not going to hold you long. At the most, 2 hours. Going to try my best to bring you my stories, what I'm going through, my perspective on certain topics and things like that. If you have any suggestions, please, by all means, email me, OtisWho, the number 1 at gmail.com. OtisWho, the number 1 at gmail.com. What's up?
Nobody was asking you gonna pop back on.
Oh, hey, if y'all need me to pop back on, I will. I don't, I don't want to.
Ain't nobody doing nothing this Saturday. Ain't nothing happening Saturday.
No, like I said, I'm not. I don't know, man. I don't want to. Because we not. Now, if it'd be different if some people had dropped up on the panel. But I understand. I'll be back again. I'm coming back. But actually, there's no football tomorrow, so I'll probably come back tomorrow. Probably, but I will be coming back more often. I do thank you. But with that being said, thank you, Natasha, for dropping the email in the chat. But again, if you have any story that you'd like for me to cover, hey, famous nobodies, I got you. Me and you are gonna do an actual podcast on that. We really are. I got you. I'm not putting you off. I got you. I know we're gonna be doing a lot of things.
Said Gary tried to get on the panel.
Gary, I don't know. He didn't pop up. I don't know what's going on, Gary. All jokes aside, Gary, I don't know what happened because I would have saw you try to pop up. I don't know what's going on. I do apologize for that. But real quick, let me introduce famous nobodies to my audience. Not introduce, but let them know. You get what I'm saying. He knows some things like I do, and we want to share some things with you on a slow basis, not inundate you with too much information because we're not trying to preach to nobody. But there are certain things that we live and how we move within our lifestyle. It is what it is, and we will try our best to implement it and show you when we feel it's not too overbearing. So I will be doing shows with just famous nobodies and myself to give you this information. So that's a whole other story, but I got you. But feel free to join the panel and talk about whatever else I'm talking about, though, famous nobody. I like your insight on things. We good. But with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell to be notified when other shows go live at that time. Also, too, support me in my other channels, the Bite Size News and some other things I'm working on. You will see it. We got less than 40 seconds left, so enjoy the rest of your day. I will be back in the next day or two to continue this conversation. I had a great time. Me and Cuz about to sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the day and smoke one. Until next time, peace out. If I can find the right outro. Peace.